ways to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Right side, it's Barnes. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll move the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Timeout call by Iowa State. That'll be their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Got some green grass. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
The Cowboys back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. 29. Pulls it on the option. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot, but nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the 4th quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Black 18! Black 18! Splinter Roman! Splinter Roman! Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Firing to the right, complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good in the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy to see.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Cyclones go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
From the gun, it's Hawkins. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! On the run, fires downfield. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. Looks it in. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They get the ball back after the punt. They've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Tells the run, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Cyclones headed quickly to the line. Motion from the back. Sets his feet. It's Rayner. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
With the catch, it's Hayes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the...
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. And they'll get it. After a solid return.
That is how you step up for a defense right there. Force the turnover. Let's not make this thing get close, right? I got a 2-possession lead. I get the ball back with, close to 3 minutes remaining. I'm sitting in a great spot. Offense, go get me some first downs.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. The Cyclones take a timeout, and they will have no more. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Right back to the well. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Fires to the wideout. Caught! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The Cowboys trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Cowboys! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Out wide left, it's Hayes. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Hey, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages and try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Out wide right, it's Jackson. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Cyclones are in the hurry-up.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Out of the shotgun on third down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that?
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got